Hi guys, long time no see. Thank you for joining us on another walk. We are at Brownhill Tract. This is in considered Ravenshoe, the community of Ravenshoe. This is where we start, right over here. And I think today we'll do the biggest one here, which is called Big Mini Loop, which is light green. So we're going to start going all the way here, back out, all the way in, and work our way in. It's nice and quiet, although I'm probably one of the only crazy ones here because right now it's 12:20 and it feels like 41 degrees. But fortunately, we are in a shaded area, so we'll be fine. And there's a nice breeze. But I'm sure there's going to be tons of mosquitoes waiting for us once we go deeper into the woods. And right above us, there's a nice dark cloud. And I wouldn't even mind if it rains right now. This is using the new X5. Fortunately, I was able to upgrade, so this is my first time using it. It feels just like the X4, but it's supposed to have a bigger sensor, so it should be able to capture more light, especially when it's darker. There's less light, I guess. But also, I got a new selfie stick. This is the extended one, so it's like 9 feet. So I can see what it looks like. Pretty cool. I guess we'll find out what it looks like. Batteries in total, and we're gonna maybe make this camera work, so it's gonna burn a lot of battery, but we'll see. I love this Institute 60. There's one car just left, and there is another car other than us. There's a nice farm beside this amazing forest, so it's nice and quiet. I think the last time I was here was still early spring, but I love this place. And for those who have dogs, they are allowed to be in here, but they have to be on a leash. So whenever I bring Meatball here, I have to have him on a leash, and it helps you have the retractable ones. So this is where we came from, Ravenshoe Park Road parking lot, which is that way. Look at this sweet spot. This is beautiful here when it's during the fall. Love this place. beautiful sounds of birds chirping. Here's the, I think it's an aggregate. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but you hear a lot of construction dump truck machines and stuff. Beautiful day here. Nice and lush green little forest here. Here's another trail you can go to. It's called Bell Ringer. I think I've walked most of these trails before, but it's really nice. It's not too busy here. I'm not sure if you can tell from the background, but there are dirt marks in the dirt for people who like mountain biking. A lot of people bring here their fat bikes, which is nice because it does get kind of wide, somewhat flat. There's a few hills here and there. The deeper you go into the forest, there are parts that are tighter, but if you're comfortable riding your bike, decent suspension, it's pretty good. See, I'm not sure exactly what's there, but that hill over there was never there, so they're definitely digging something. Listen to the breeze. It's really nice here in the winter too. It's pretty magical. One day for sure we'll come back, during raining season. As long as you have the right gear, you could definitely enjoy a nice walk. Wow. Peeled. It's crazy. Some massive tree. Such a big difference when you come here through during all the seasons to see the difference. Thick bushes. So far so good, the mosquitoes. Also, what I love about this park is a lot of people are very courteous and nice, and they take their garbage with them. Oh, first mosquito bite. Fucker. Look at that. Just another cross, and if you can see, the trees are marked, so it's fairly easy to follow. Here's a nice little obstacle. There's some logs on the ground. People who, like I mentioned earlier, bring their mountain bike. You can kind of choose the path that you want to take. During the winter, or maybe early spring, I think, there were some forest people they were doing their work and cutting down some logs. I'm not really sure how they determine which logs to cut down, but obviously they know what they're doing, so they definitely maintain this park, this forest, sorry. Oh, what a beautiful, nice chill breeze. You wouldn't even know it's 40 degrees in the sun. It's a bit hard to see, but that way are really nice properties. This whole thing is a backyard. A nice little fire pit with some Muskoka chairs over there. This is one of the higher parts in this trail, so just be careful and watch your step when you're coming down here. I've seen some people trip here. So if you turn right, this will eventually lead to the small community with those beautiful properties. Look at that. What a view. Piece of heaven. This little wooden bridge here. I always try to get Meatball to stay still. Sometimes it works. There isn't much of a water, it just gets dried up pretty quick. Just gonna raise this to the highest point. Let's see how that goes. Crazy to think this goes 9 feet. You can definitely feel the humidity starting to sweat more. Starting to get itchy. So far, only one mosquito bite. All to ourselves. Your mosquito hovering. we're approaching a sign here. So if you go in that direction, there's another parking lot, McCowan Road parking lot. And as I mentioned earlier, we started off at the Ravenshoe Road parking lot. Also, there's another trail there, Stinky, 1.2 kilometers. But where we're heading is the big mini loop, which is the longest one that they have here. So keep an eye out for the orange sign, trail sign. Love the pine that's on the ground, because all these, there's only a few sections where it's just pine trees. This reminds me of back home in the Philippines, where we had a whole pathway of just pine trees. So this is why I think I connect to this place a lot. This reminds me of home. Not sure if the microphone or the camera can pick up the sound, but you hear trucks because we are off of the main road, which is Ravenshoe, and there's a metal place across this forest, but also a lot of trucks and you know, just the usual traffic go through this main street. Check that out. It's a frog. See you later, froggy. Can you guys hear that? Love that sound. Also, what I enjoy a lot is just looking up and watching the leaves and the wind kind of interact with each other. So peaceful. Gotta live outdoors. Fortunately for me, allergies have kicked in yet. Usually I just get an itchy nose and definitely the eyes. Brutal. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I apologize for the sound of this metal grinding thing. It's for my wrist strap, just in case. Don't really want to drop this camera. It's definitely a different feel compared to my old selfie stick, because that was shorter, but also the diameter of the actual selfie stick itself, shaft. This is a lot thicker. Still nobody behind us, and we haven't come across anybody. Oh, sorry. Apologies. Big mini loop is green. Stumpy is orangey red. So we're gonna take big mini loop. Let's go. 3.3 kilometers. When I went to this big mini loop during the winter, I was kind of on a time constraint because I had to go home. I had to head back to my wife because we had to go somewhere. Me and Meatball kind of got lost, but I wasn't panicking because you can hear the road, so I wasn't worried. It's just more of a time constraint. But also during the winter, it's definitely more slippery. And although you can see farther because there's less bushes, it looks the same and the trails are covered. So, pretty cool. I don't remember which way. Oh, I know. Let me just check my All Trails app, which I highly recommend for those who walk a lot. Use it to navigate your way. Yep, definitely right. See, not sure if you see that. So this is All Trails app. We are at Brownhill Tract when we are here. So we're just gonna keep going that way. So let's continue. Highly recommend All Trails app. Very handy. And always make sure that you at least have 50% on your battery, just for emergency, safety. Never know, maybe it's for you or maybe it's for someone else that might need help. And just hopefully that you have service as well. It's nice and cool here, not as sweaty. There's a little small butterfly. Breeze. Oh, so nice. If anyone in York region also loves to go for walks, check out some local trails. Maybe you have any suggestions and recommendations, please comment below. Maybe we can connect and go for a walk. So this is cool. So this is the nice piece of fork for people who love bringing their bikes here. Also, if you have really good balance. Otherwise, the difficulty is definitely on the right. It's more narrow, but this little boardwalk is definitely cool, just to change up the terrain. Also very hard to tell Meatball to try to take a photo here. This one has, I guess, some plastic or rubber guard so you have more grip. Ooh, look at that. We're on a nice patch of these really magical plants, I guess. Pretty neat. Just need some dinosaurs. Just gotta watch your step because on some of these tighter turns, the roots of these trees kind of come out. So it's gotta be careful. Otherwise, it's easy to get caught and trip, and next thing you know, it's final destination on a log. So just watch your step. Nice and cool. Here's a fly buzzing over us. Little bastard. See what I meant earlier, where some of the path is a bit more obvious because you kind of see them when you reach these openings, but when it's covered in the winter, it makes it more challenging sometimes. Check that out over there. Look at that caterpillar. Pretty cool. Always do your best to look ahead, because although sometimes you think that you're on a flat clear or stretch, next thing you know it's another root on the ground, or sometimes there's sticks or even some random spots with like a rock sticking out. So glad that we're on this walk. It's a lot of overhead coverage, otherwise very itchy, no sweat. Look at this opening. Tall trees. Stretched out this pole. Get a better view. Mosquito following us. See if we can get closer to the bird. Starting to sweat more. Look at that tree just snapped. It's probably from the all the ice storms during last winter. Stupid mosquito just went into my ear. I'm taking mosquito. Here's some dirt tires or mountain bike tires. I should really try to at least start the video with the time. This way we can kind of get an idea of how long this walk is. Because although this big mini loop is 3.3, I think, the car to get to this specific trail, there's probably a good at least kilometer. So overall, I think this walk will probably be closer to maybe under 5 kilometers, which isn't too bad. I have a bottle of water in the car. The only thing I have on me is this small backpack, over the shoulder backpack with, including this battery, I have 3 more batteries because this thing for sure shooting at 8K will be draining, and I'm sure this camera will overheat. The camera cover, which is like a piece of rubber, and then at the end of the walk I have just a snack just to get me going just until I get home. There are these people pick up sticks. Some kids, they love to kind of build like a teepee, or it looks like a tent around a tree. Oh, this big log. It's been cut. See, something like this. This is a good example. This road is actually crossing, so this is a nice little trip hazard. So just watch your step. Look at these mushrooms that's growing in this log. I can only imagine how old these trees are. It's massive, but it's all rotten. Here's a tree marker. See, not only should you watch your step, but also watch your eye level. Sometimes there's branches that might stick out, and you might walk into it and snap your face, have some scratches, or worse, nice stick slap to your eye, or you know, scratch your glasses. Be careful. Oh, that's nice. Trying to approach this recording differently this time. Instead of draining the battery, turning it on and off, I'm just gonna record and go until the battery or the camera says it's time to swap. See how fast lighting can change in this forest. Although it's nice and sunny outside, if you're in the right pocket, there's so much tree coverage, you'd think that it's much later in the day. So interesting to see all these plants with different sizes of the leaf itself, or even the shapes. Gotta love outdoors. So far, no woodpeckers. Just approaching another boardwalk. Just always watch your step, because who knows how old these cross beams are. So you step on it and hopefully it doesn't fall apart. I mean, they do maintain it. You can tell that they replace things under it. Parts people always check, but always watch your step, because this is a lot of, see, like that. These things are always out in the sun or the rain all season. Wood rots, so they will eventually break, and hopefully your bones and your legs don't break in them. And back to a bit of dark. I think we've been out already walking for a good hour, I'd say, at least, but we haven't seen or come across a single piece of garbage, which is really nice to see, or not to see, I guess. Nice and cool here. You could feel the ground giving off that cool, cooler temperature, I guess. Right here. Oh, nice. You can fuck off, mosquito. One's really determined, trying to bite my right ear. Fucker. Guess we'll see the difference later on how this camera does during these lower lighting situations. There's a nice overcast. Not sure if you can see. I'll try to adjust the reframe later, but it's very gray up there. It's a cool bird sound. Sounds like a robot. Oh, excuse me. It would be nice to have a bit of a mist cooling drizzle, but it would suck at the same time because then you'll be very sticky, but also the mosquitoes will have a nice feast on your skin. Anything exposed, but even then they'll try to do their best to try to bite you anywhere. See here, this is a tighter turns. This is a bit more challenging when you have a bike. Oh, it smells so nice. Not sure what that was. It smells sweet in the air. Look at that. This tree is leaning. And it's leaning on that tree over there. Oh, it's a nice smell too. A very musky smell. Bite number 3. So, bite 4. Die mosquito, die! Not bad though. I honestly thought it'd be a lot worse because it's so humid out. So, not too bad. I go camping a lot, and when we first started camping here, it's basically when we kind of first immigrated to Canada. My uncle and all our aunts and uncles basically would organize a nice family camping trip to Napanee, which is 4 hours east of where we are. One time when we went camping, I'll never forget it. I counted 36 mosquito bites on my left hand. It was brutal. And then I think it was a little bit over 20 on my right hand. Obviously it wasn't too bad during that weekend. You know, you're untouchable, and especially with all the beer that I consume. But then the few days after, when I had to go to work, my god, it was itchy. Nothing can help kind of ease the itch other than cold water, but even then I had to work, so it's not like I can just keep my hands in the cold water all day during my shift. So if you're worried about, or if how people would say mosquitoes love my blood, and definitely wear some mosquitoes repellent. There's plenty out there. I don't really know the difference, but I just like the ones where it's not too sticky on your skin. I don't know if that's DEET, but definitely read up on it. That's less headache during your walk and after your walk. I think we're getting closer to Ravenshoe because you can hear the road. Nice opening here, but no breeze at all. Very humid. No chipmunks or squirrels either. Usually you see them kind of run across your path here. Here's a nice turn for the cyclists. There's half loop. Check out this mushroom. First spider web that we just went through. Look at the size of this tree trunk. Massive. One day I would love to go to the US and visit and check out the sequoia trees. They're so thick that some of the cars can actually go through the tree trunk. And thick boys. Yes, more breeze. Oh, so nice. What a difference. Let's take a bit of a breather here. I think I hear a woodpecker in the distance. One day it would be cool to sneak up on, oh I see it. It would be cool to sneak up on the woodpecker and record it. I've done it with my phone but never with this selfie stick. I bet it's a 360. People cool, let's see. There you go. Oh, it's just right above that way. Won't be able to see that. I like these things. Not really sure what they are, but during the winter or even the fall, it looks very magical. You think that you're in a different like universe, I guess. It's very very dreamy like. I've never been to Japan, but in the Philippines it reminds me of a bamboo forest, just miniature. Just It's nice and cool here. Go from this nice little path here. That way, turn up. And climb back down. Mosquito number 5. Oh, trip number 1. Whew. Oh, nice breeze. This mosquito got a nice bite on the palm of my hand. Probably one of the worst spots. Just check where we are. So I just stopped and took a bit of a break to swap the battery. That was the first time I had to swap the battery, and it lasted actually quite a long time. The thing about this camera is when it reaches the I guess the temperature, it knows that it's running out of juice, it'll start blinking a different color on the bottom of the camera, so you know it's gonna stop, and it'll force you to turn off the camera or stop recording. So I figured this is a great time to I guess talk about what my go-to snack is when it comes to going for long walks. I really like beef jerky and Gatorade, but I just started eating this one. Shout outs to my brother-in-law. This is CHOMPS. Apparently you can get this here in Canada, but right now it's online only. But I know they often cross the border to go to Buffalo, so I asked him to buy me a bunch, and he did. And this is the original beef stick flavor. I like it a lot. It's tasty, and it says 0 sugar. I like the texture. Obviously it's the ones that you see in the stores, like I forgot the name, I can't think of it right now, but hopefully these come to the stores soon, or even grocery stores, because I'd buy a lot of these. These are really good for long drives, long walks. You know, it's not heavy in your pack, but it's tasty. The other flavor that I have is jalapeno, which isn't too bad, but I really like this one. Just simple. Cheers to chomps. Chomp chomp. Chomp chomp. We are back to where we kind of started the trail. So this patch here is kind of the main thing. So if you go straight, that's stumpy, but that was a good walk, big mini loop. We're gonna keep going. Let's start heading towards the car. Highly recommend it. Also, I find my go-to hangover recovery kit, purple Gatorade and beef jerky, and then coconut water, or coconut juice I should say. We still haven't bumped into anybody. Crazy. If you have any recommendations on what snacks to try out, or even other jerky, comment down below. I'd like to try out different things. Fortunately, I'm not allergic to anything, so I'm like a garbage compactor. I'll eat anything. Nuts too as well. Goji berry, royal nuts, bougie. Those people, don't ever do that. Don't cut trees. Come on, Romeo and Juliet. We don't need that. Insta frame on a 9-foot pole. Stop recording. Anything to the park, always leave the way you left it. No garbage. Take your garbage, take it home. Don't be a douchebag. Be nice. You keep going that way, so like the sign says. Oh, there's another frog. Raven Shoe Road parking lot, but we'll get there through a different route. It's nice in there. Pick it there next time. Ooh, that sun. Stop recording. If you have a camelback, which is perfect, it's just it's basically a bag that can hold a lot of water or whatever liquid you prefer. That's very handy because then you have a straw. Plus it kind of cools your back as well. You can feel through the compartment. Definitely stay hydrated, or at least do your make sure you're prepped before you start heading for a walk. You don't want to have any issues, just in case. I know for the guys, if you need to use the washroom, you can just find a tree and pee, but I know for the ladies it's a bit harder, and you know, they always it's easier to pop a squat, I'm sure. Well, at least that's what my wife says, but then it's kind of awkward because you need to wipe, and some don't have any tissues. But if you do bring tissues, try to bring a bag. Don't leave your garbage behind. It doesn't always dissolve, or what do you call that, break down. You can hear the cars and trucks passing. In the distance there's a piece of machinery. Looks like an alien from here. I think they buy scrap metal. So if you have any metal to scrap, right here, just across the park, across Brownhill Tract. There's so many ways to just go around this park. If you want to go that way, you can go back into the park and it'll loop you back in, or you can go here. This will take you back to the car or the parking lot, to the Raven Street parking lot, but sometimes I like going here just to change it up. And you can hear all the cars, trucks go by. Plus there should still be some tree coverage. There you go. From far away you can kind of see all the metal. Hard to see that when you're driving by because it's far in the distance, but pretty cool to see from here. Scrap metal. It's like aliens, War of the Worlds. Oh, cash for cars, appliances, furnaces, water heater, steel, tin. That's what the sign says over there. See, so lots of dump trucks. In the distance, just on the hill, that's the parking lot. During the winter, when I was here with Meatball, we were the only ones here. Fortunately, we have an SUV, so I could drive over a decent snow height. But then when we got back, I guess there's a snow shoveler that came in to shovel the parking lot, which is really nice. But then and nice of them to also go around me, around the car, so they didn't trap me in. But to get there is a massive snowbank or wall that we had to climb to, and it's just really funny. I really love the outdoors. I love doing this. I love going for walks. I love taking Meatball on adventures. Every dog, you know, he's a family. He's my boy. As my wife would say, boy. You know, he's happy. I'm happy. Plus, it's also really good to change up where you walk your dog. It doesn't have to be, you know, 2-hour walks, but this is nice change of scenery, you know, different smells. But also, during the hot temperatures, walking on concrete is tough, or asphalt on their paws. So here at least there's grass. It's good to also go for a mini adventure. Go for some local trails. Get some fresh air. There's a baby beluga in the distance. I drive a Mazda CX-5 and has a, as I call it, a toupee on top. It's just a two-lay bin, but it's good to have extra space. because if Meatball's in the trunk, my wife is in the back, and my daughter, then you're not really left with much space. Really good on gas. Does the job. All-wheel drive. There's a person here cutting grass. As I mentioned, they really maintain this park. York region. York region park. See, Brownhill Tract. I'll take a picture of the sign next time. Here's the sign. York Regional Forest. Brownhill Tract, 1949, 83 hectares. It's beautiful here. So we just made it to the car. The AC, oh my god, thank god. Fortunately we have an AC. It's 2 o'clock right now, and it's just checked the temperature. It feels like 40 degrees. Crazy. I have my bottle of water in the car. Some nuts. Otherwise, thank you for joining on this walk. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next one. Peace.